Hi, Sarah Starr speaking here. Today I just want to show you a couple of really useful free plugins for WordPress, and then I'm just going to show you how I put banners in my sidebar on my blog. So first of all, just two really useful plugins which I've been using for a while. It's WP Hide Pages and WP Hide Posts. It does pretty much what it says, but basically what these plugins will do is enable you to hide a page or a post from your WordPress menu. So if we create a new page, I've just gone here to create a new page, and so this is actually a new post I'm actually creating. So let's actually create let's create a new page actually first of all. You can either do this with a post or a page. So I'm going to say add new, and I'm going to create a new page, and let's pretend this is going to be a download page. So this is quite useful. Obviously these pages would not be protected, but it's quite useful if you've got just something you just really want to. So as an example, when I'm at a seminar speaking, I might refer to a web page on my blog, and I don't particularly want it to be published this web page or on the main WordPress menu, and I might say to people, go to my website sarahstar.com/presentation, for instance. And you can download the PowerPoint presentation. So I might, for instance, do that, put a link to it here. But then if we scroll down, we've got a new section here called Page Visibility. So we can say here hide everywhere. So that will basically hide it from the entire WordPress blog. We can even remove it from the search results, and that way, if the only way someone's going to find it is if they actually have the page name. Obviously it's not a protected download page, but this is, as I say, I use this quite often when I just need to give out some content quickly at an event. You could password protect the page if you want, which you can do within WordPress. So you can do that. You can certainly password protect a page in WordPress. So if we actually wanted to so let's say this was some really valuable content that we're just giving out at a seminar, I could put a password on it. So we just come here and we click on edit, and then we could click here password protected, and would have to type in the password. So if we wanted to, we could even make it that protected. But this is just a really useful plugin for protecting, for hiding pages on your blog. The other thing you might want to do is create a thank you page, so that when someone signs up to your email list, they then get redirected to a special page on your website where they can download their free gift, or it may be a thank you page where you have a bonus offer on the thank you page. So you'd say something like, thanks for signing up to my list, your free gift will be emailed to you, meanwhile enjoy this special offer. And obviously you wouldn't want that page to appear in your main WordPress menu. So I've got test page here. So I'm just going to make that bold. There we go. So I've created a new page. It's called download page. I've clicked here, keep hide everywhere where pages are listed. Okay, and I'm going to click publish. So I'm just going to wait for that to refresh. Okay, right. And let's just now let me just go to my main home page of the site. So you can see here, these are the pages on my site, and you can see that page which I just created, which was called download page, is not actually listed in the pages there. So that's actually now been hidden. So if we can view that page if we want to, and we can see here, so it's sarahstar.com/download page, and this is the page. So this is a really simple way of hiding pages from your main site. I originally used this plugin ages ago when I was promoting some products, and I didn't want them appearing within this main website. I was promoting some products in a slightly different niche, but I was actually using this website just because I wanted to put them on this website, because I wanted to direct the traffic to it, but I didn't want the pages appearing in the main menu. The other thing I've used it for, like I said, are thank you pages when someone signs up to my email list. So really simple plugin. just for hiding WordPress pages or posts. There's a different one there for each. Highly recommended. The next thing I just want to talk about really quickly is you may have noticed that you've seen in a lot of blogs they have sidebar entries, like for instance I've got my email autoresponder form here and it's all nicely centered, and then we've got a banner here, and then I've got, for instance, a box here with text in. Now there are all sorts of wonderful plugins you can get for WordPress which will do these types of things, but quite frankly, and like a banner here for instance, quite frankly that you can't really beat actually doing it yourself and knowing how to put any kind of content you want into the sidebar of a blog. So all you need to do is you need to go to your widgets section within WordPress. So I'm just going to remove this banner here because I'm going to recreate it. Now what they allow you to do is they allow you to put a text widget. Okay, so let's just put a text widget at the very top. Okay, I'm going to call it test and save it. Okay, so this is a text widget. Now you can put anything you want in this text widget. So I could just type in a list of stuff, whatever I wanted, and it would appear right at the very top. So if you know, so I could just literally just type in some just plain text, and then it would appear at the very top. So if I just refresh my page now, okay, so there's nothing there because I haven't written anything. But you can actually put something called HTML code. So this is like special internet code you can put into this box. Now I don't understand HTML code, but having an HTML code editor is very useful when you want to put specialized things into the sidebar of your blog. So I use a special HTML editor, and this is 100% free, and I'll put a link to it below the video, called Compositor, and I've used it for a little while now, and I find it really useful just when I want to, let's just say, put a banner into the sidebar of my blog. So let's say we want to put a banner into the very top. Where are we? We want to put, let's say we want to put a big banner at the very top here, and I want to advertise the YouTube hijack, which is one of my products. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the affiliate resource page for the YouTube hijack, which is one of my products. I'm on the affiliate resource page here, and most products will have a page like this where they'll have banners which you can use. So I like the look of this banner. That's a pretty good banner. All we have to do is right click on it, and we can just say copy image URL. Okay, it's even provided down here, so we've got a JPEG image. That's it there. And then I'm going to go back to Compositor, and I'm going to click on the center button, and then all we need to do is click on image, and I'm going to cut and paste the URL for the JPEG image, and I'm not going to use alternative text, and click OK. Okay, so that's how the banner will look in the sidebar of my blog, and I've also centered it as well. Okay, then all we need to do is click on the source button at the bottom, highlight all of the code. You can also do Control A, which will highlight everything on the page, and then copy that to your clipboard. So I'm just going to do Control C. Okay, or you could right click and do copy as well. Then all we need to do is go back to the blog, and we've got that top section there. I'm just going to put the code in. I'm going to remove the title because I don't want it to say anything above it. So I've cut and pasted that code in, click save, and then if we go back to the blog at the very top, it's going to refresh the page, and now we have our banner at the very top. Looking at it, I think it's going to be better slightly further down the page, so all I have to do is go back to the widgets, and I'm just going to put it about there, I think. And if I just refresh the page again, and there it is. Okay, so that's how I put a banner into the sidebar of my blog. Now you notice that if I click on it, nothing happens, so we obviously need to make sure we've got our affiliate link. So we would come back to our affiliate resource page, grab our affiliate link. Okay, just going to grab it there. Obviously this is my product, so I wouldn't necessarily need an affiliate link, but obviously if you were doing it, you would need an affiliate link. And just going to go back again to the all we do is we just click on the banner and we click on link and we put our link in and we click OK, and that's it. So just going to go back to source again, Control A, copy everything back to WordPress and that widget which we just had. Here we go, and just going to delete all that and put it back in again and click save. And now if we go back to our page, and now that's a clickable link. Okay, so that's how I've done it. And that's how I've also done these boxes. So I've got, for instance, a little like text box with an outline which says, for instance, products by Sarah Starr, products recommended by Sarah Starr, and that's how I've done these as well. Very, very simple. All I did to create that was, let me just do a new page. I clicked on the center button, okay, and then I created a table, but I just made it one cell, okay. Just double click it and I just make it, let's say, 300 pixels wide, and I centered it. And then I just wrote my text into this box here. Very, very simple. So we can see here I've got these several different products here. I just put those in there, and I just made sure they were all centered, and then I just highlighted each one and put a link to the product. And that's how I created these sidebars, because a few people have asked me how I created these, and it's really that simple. So if you've got an HTML editor, it's very, very easy to create these widgets in the sidebar of your blog, and that's how I did this one as well. You can get the code for your from your autoresponder company to create the name and email box. So I got this bit of the code here, and then I just created that within Compositor. So Compositor, I really recommend it just for creating really, really simple sidebar widgets within your blog. I used it to put this little text, this little banner here, and the hide pages and hide posts plugin as well. Definitely recommend that one.